All right, so in this video, I want to show you how to optimize an image for your local lead generation sites. Now, on average, you're going to have 10 plus images per site. And when you go and you can find them at free stock image sites. You can download free images from there that are royalty and copyright free. So you're never going to get an email saying, "Hey, get my image off your site because you're violating my copyright stuff." So you avoid litigation by using these free image sites or for but the issue comes down to when you download them from these free image sites, often the photo is so high quality that the photo file itself is too large to load very quickly on your local lead generation site. So how do you optimize the image for your local lead generation site? Well, the way to do that is by you can use a multiplicity of tools. Some people just like to take a screenshot of the photo itself, like using the Windows Snipper, or I don't know what it is on Mac. I'm a PC guy, so I was a Mac guy in college, but PC seems to work better for me right now. So I have an iPhone though, so I'm kind of a mixed bag. But yeah, anyway, the two tools that I use to optimize images these days are one, WebResizer, where you can upload an image using choose file. This one is great for using one at a time and having some flexibility in optimizing but it takes a little bit longer. So I'm going to zoom out a second here. Let's just go to, I just downloaded a tree service image from this free site here. You can unsplash.com in case you're interested. But if I go to here to choose file, I got a tree service image here. And so I'm going to upload that. And it's going to take a little bit because it's a 4 megabyte image. So notice how it gives you a comparison of the original image versus the optimized image. So here we're going from over 4 megabytes to 76 kilobytes. Now we're moving from this dimension, 3800 pixels by 5700 to 400 by 600. Now, what I generally use for my lead gen sites, for WordPress or for Duda sites, I've got sites on a variety of different platforms, including Weebly, Duda, and WordPress. I use Divi Theme in case you're interested. But I usually have them be about 800 pixels wide. And so then what I can do is apply changes. And then it'll take a minute and redo that. But then I have an image that'll fit basically anywhere on my site. So I can use it as a long photo or a landscape photo for like a background. I zoom in on the action part here of the chainsaw cutting the wood, or I can use it as a full-fledged photo in all of its glory in a more portrait orientation. So let's say I'm satisfied with this. So then I'm going to go download the image, and it'll pop up and download it. And then you'll have a little bit, you can download it there. And then you have an optimized image. It takes a second, but overall it's fairly quick to do. Now the second method to optimize an image is using TinyPNG. Now you can use TinyPNG to deal with JPEG or PNGs. I use this one a lot just because it's super fast to use. So then I upload the image, and then it automatically compresses it. Takes a little bit because it's 4 megabytes. Normally, the images I put in are less than 1, so it's lightning fast in that regard. But this one I like because you can add multiple images to it at the same time. So, and then you can find out how to use all that. Then you can I'll download them all at the same time, like download them all, and it'll put them all in a zip file for you. Like I've done this up to, as you say, you can get up to 20 images here. You can throw all 20 images in and download them all in a zip file, and then unpack it so it makes it faster. And then you can train your team to do the same, so then they can save even more time. But then you can, notice how they've moved it down from 4.3 megabytes down to 1.8. So you're not getting the same optimization that we got from here because it's more a more automated process. So for files that are this big, it doesn't generally work as well, but as you can see, for the file that we just put in there, we were able to save even more. So generally the process that I use, if I have a super large image like this one, a 4 megabyte image, I'm going to run it through this one first, because this one will shave off a lot of the size of it while retaining some of the quality. but then I'm still bigger than I want to be here because I want to get images down to give or take 100 kilobytes in size because those will load pretty fast. So then notice how I move it down. Was able to save an additional 25% by uploading this image, which I just used in WebResizer. This is the image that I uploaded here just a moment ago was the optimized image that WebResizer put out. And so I was able to save an additional 25% there, and I could save that. And so then then I can optimize the image using these two tools. So the the whole point of optimizing an image is generally for load speed, because if your if your images don't load very quickly and the person browsing your site isn't is more they're more likely to jump off the page if they don't see an image because it's not as intriguing. It's not interesting to my generation, at least. I'm a millennial, and I would just be like, hey, you didn't do very well on your site. I'm going to go find somebody who did, so to get the information I need as fast as I can. So yeah, that's how to optimize an image using WebResizer and TinyPNG for your local lead generation sites. Let me know if you have any other better tools to this, and I'm more than willing to put together how-to videos for those as well. So